I did not have this kind of news for gaming in a good while because news has been dry. It's been really, really freaking dry here. And this early talks of what they're talking about Helldivers 2 right here, this could open up a doorway to make exclusives non-existent in general. Like literally in general, because listen, the higher ups in these companies are saying they don't like exclusives, but we know Xbox don't like exclusives. There's certain games that comes to PlayStation, which is fine, and there's certain people higher ups at PlayStation say, hey, we don't like exclusives, we're not selling that well. There needs to be some padding in the leeway. This right here can extend these games' longevity. And what I'm talking about is there's seemingly some talks of Helldivers 2 coming to Xbox. And I don't know how some people are gonna feel about it. For me, this seems like a W, but let me clarify that once we get to this little thing right here.
It's just a rumor that I've heard, is that there may be some very, very early preliminary discussions about the possibility of Helldivers 2 coming to Xbox.
It's interesting. It's interesting, isn't it? Because like when I played Helldivers 2, I'm like, this is the most Xbox feeling game that PlayStation have ever made.
Doing very well. I mean, it's doing very well.
It's
all right, people. This here is what I want to talk about. This comes from, of course, the Dragon of Dojima. You guys know who he is on Twitter. Very popular, very credible news source. And the rumor, according to Nick from the Xbox Era podcast, PlayStation is in very, very early preliminary discussion to bring Helldivers 2 to Xbox. Ultimately, one thing's for sure. We know Helldivers 2 is a very, very popular game. Popular on PlayStation, very popular on Steam. Very popular, over 400,000 people playing concurrent, if I remember right, or is it 900,000? I don't remember. It's a lot. That's all I'm gonna tell you. It's an extreme amount of people. One thing I don't believe about certain thing is this is coming from an Xbox podcast. If you guys know Xbox podcast, you know this is one of the extreme Xbox podcasts, like the PlayStation have their extreme PlayStation podcast. And you know me, I'm always in the middle. It is what it is. I don't go left, I don't go right, I don't go up, I don't go down. I stay straight dab in the middle. Because I do listen to certain podcasts for, you know, I gotta listen to the Fanatic side on Xbox, and I gotta listen to Fanatic side on PlayStation. Nintendo's in their own lane, that's just how it is. Now, since this is coming from an Xbox podcast, and this guy does have some sources that I know, there are talks in place. There's always going to be talks in place, because you can't stop the conversation when you want to bring something multi-platform. Because we know Xbox right now, they've been putting their stuff on other platforms. They have. And they've been doing very, very well. Success. I understand some of the PlayStation fanatics, the fanboys say, hey, we don't like this game on Xbox. I want to play it on my PlayStation. That is the sentiment. If you want a game on PlayStation, you got to get the game. That's just how it is. Now, if they bring Helldivers 2 to Xbox, you open up another can of, hey, we're bridging the gap to get rid of exclusivity for consoles. Because just think, people, consoles right now, they are losing to PC. They are. It really is. Consoles are just dumbed down PCs, people. And the PS5 Pro is long down the wings, and the next Xbox is also down in the ways as well. That is a good thing. But ultimately, it's still dumbed down PCs. This information here, hey man, if it does come over, Xbox and PlayStation is more coming cohesive. They are. If it does, but early talks for me is still a bit too early. I wouldn't even be discussing this. This whole thing could fall apart. Like I said, it all could fall apart. So let me get you some of my final thoughts, because I'm about to cook real quick. I'm about to cook. So let's start cooking. Do Xbox players want to play Helldivers 2? I see a lot of Xbox players say, hey, we want to play Helldivers 2. Me? I might dabble in Helldivers 2. I got a gaming PC. I have my PlayStation over there, and I have my Xbox right here. If I want to play Helldivers 2, I'll be playing it. Because honestly, this is what Xbox really needs. To be honest with you, to this day, I'm still pissed off. Heck, I got my ODST helmet right there, boy. There's one thing I didn't like. When I found out the information that they canceled some ODST games. Listen, ODST is my top 2 favorite Halo games. Top 2. When they canceled ODST game going against the Covenant or Flood, that's like Helldivers 2, I was pissed off. I was angry. People, I would love to play a Halo game that's like Helldivers 2. Love it. We did it first. Xbox did it first, people. You should have nailed it down. You know what I'm saying? We got them higher stuff. Come on, man. Xbox, you can print money. You can print money. Literally, you print money. Make it happen. You want people to buy your stuff, do something like this. Don't get a hand-me-down, you know what I'm saying? Make it your own. Make it a Gears of War one. It is what it is. But, like I said before, if you wanted to play Helldivers 2, you would have been played alright. But Xbox players, people on the PlayStation side, they said, hey, you see it on Twitter. We need more people. We need help. Because the freaking devs come in there like game masters changing the world. That's actually freaking awesome to me. It really is. Now, if you get them Xbox players, just people, Xbox is what? What was the meme? Xbox is the shooter box? Yo, Xbox shooter box. Get the Xbox Halo folk, get the Call of Duty people over, get the Gears of War people over, get that backbone. You can start taking stuff over. And then just think, if you have all three platforms fighting together, make it like a Fortnite kind of thing, everyone's playing together, split screen, LAN party, bruh, cross-play. That sounds like a dream come true to me, man. You know what I'm saying? The possibilities are endless. This is actually good for the game in the long run. More people, more players, because they've already hit their limit. Unless they come out with something new. It's there. This is your next wave. Invite the Xbox people, invite the Green Goblins, invite them people over there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is. It sounds pretty dope, or at least to me. Because we know for a fact that Xbox and PlayStation now are a bit more coming together because Xbox is releasing some of their stuff for the other platform. We know this. And, you know, some of the fanatics saying, hey, why are you releasing over here if it runs better on PlayStation? Guys, PlayStation does certain things better than Xbox. Xbox does certain things better than PlayStation. But so far, these Xbox games are running better on PlayStation. Hey, maybe it's easy to develop for. I don't know, man. I'm not a techie. I'm not gonna delve into these consoles like that. Either way, people, to me, ultimately, for a final conclusion, it sounds like a good idea. More people can make your game survive longer. You can do more stuff. That's ultimately that. If it's a live service game, that's what you do to make your stuff longevity. That is how it is. Some people won't like it. You know, just rip the band-aid off. If they want to share assets, play games, get more players, go for it. If you don't, just don't play the game. I'm here for it. Go for it. More people, because this game is very successful. Power is on the back burner right now for some of you Xbox guys. It's on the back burner. But that's what the dev said, man. Hey, let it cook. That's all I gotta say, people. All right, y'all. Like, share, subscribe, peace for some more gaming content. And hey, stay tuned for some more Starfield videos coming, because it's finally time for me to talk about Starfield. Check this other video in the description. It's just an announcement, but I got some stuff cooking finally. All right, y'all.